Welcome and welcome back. It's just us, but we wanted to talk to you about power generation in the ballistics. Now, these aren't the only things, but these are the first three things we look for when it comes to generating power for your kettlebell ballistics. And let's just start with leg drive.
Leg drive is the thing that makes the kettlebell move. So we're looking at feet into the floor. We understand that people are going to use the knees, they're going to use the hips, quad dominant, hip dominant, squat, hinge, blah, blah, blah. We get all of that. It doesn't matter which of these things is dominant. Without the floor, the kettlebell doesn't move.
No kettlebells in space.
Nope. Well, not yet.
Soon.
So what we're looking for is a strong drive down into the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and turn to the side. So we want to see some force going down on the floor. We're looking for not just the hips to snap forward, but we want those knees too. We want to see lots of snap at the knees. We're looking for the hips and the knees to finish at roughly the same time. So if his hips come forward first and then the knees, he's going to be okay for the most part. But if he has knees move first and then hips, not so much. But ideally, we want to have everything snap together right at the same time to finish the movement. We're also looking for a very slight delay. We don't want to see, let's say you're doing a snatch. We don't want to see so you did it right.
Okay, I'll turn this way.
Okay, so we're not looking for the legs to go and the arm to move up at the same time. What we're looking for is legs to finish, very slight pause, and then the arm's going to go up. We want to get every bit of power out of the leg before that bell starts to move. Now, granted, you're going to have some connection at the upper body, so this can be a little bit deceiving. So we're not saying that it has to stay straight down because you're not going to be able to do a good snatch that way. But what we're saying is we want to see the legs finish before most of the kettlebell goes up. Boom, 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 boom. You should see a little delay, legs finish, kettlebell goes up. That's the first thing we look for. The second thing we're looking for is momentum. When you look at the formula for momentum, it's mass times velocity. So your velocity is a speed plus a direction. So let's say we're going back to the snatch. That snatch is going up. It has a particular speed. Cool. But when you look at the other part of that equation, momentum, the thing that's generating that momentum is the body. And if you keep the arm integrated into the body as long as you possibly can, you're going to get more momentum out of your body than you are just your arm alone. When you have more momentum, that bell obviously is going to go faster. Think of it in a very simple, most people can break it down into sporting terms. You don't want to hit a baseball with just your arms. You don't want to punch with just your arm. You don't want to do anything with just your arm. You want to use your body. When you connect that arm to the body, you're capitalizing on all of the leg drive, the power that you're generating that transfers into your body. You're moving that bell with your body rather than just with your arm. Okay? The final thing that we really like to look at is the distance that the kettlebell is traveling. So this is a good one from the side too. So let's say I need more power and I don't have it. Let's say he's a little shallow here. So this kettlebell isn't really going back behind him a little bit. The distance is going to be shorter over which that bell can accelerate. Now, if he's doing, let's say, more of a low pull snatch, rather than the arm coming way out here, he doesn't have a crazy amount of room in order to accelerate that bell anyway. So he may need to get back a little more. I may cue that reach. So hopefully you can see this here. His arm is now gone back. Stop it. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
His arm has now gone back through his legs. And the total distance the bell has to accelerate now is greater. So it has more time to speed up. And if you think of, if you are in any way familiar with track times, there's going to be a certain distance over which you can accelerate. If you only run 10 meters, you're never going to hit top speed. It's going to take a little while for you to do that. So to really reach maximum speed is going to require distance, and you may need a little more distance. So those are the top three things that we look for if we're doing any kind of troubleshooting. We're looking at the leg drive. Are we seeing quads? Are we seeing hips? Are we seeing explosion into the ground? And is that delay present? If the delay is present, if you see the legs finish and then the bell move, we know you're using your leg drive. We look for momentum, so that's really about arm to body contact, making sure that you keep that in contact as long as possible. That ensures that you're using your body to move the bell rather than just your arm. And we're evaluating your distance. Maybe you need to reach back more, or maybe it's more a matter of knee bend. I don't have, for me, I don't have a tremendous amount of space because I don't have long legs to move back. So I don't really have a lot more horizontal distance, but I can bend my knees more and I can get more vertical distance. Now I've got more room to accelerate that kettlebell, and I can generate more speed, more power that way.
All right, so there it is. Leg drive, momentum, and distance. Start with those three, and then if it's still not working for you, hit us up. You know where to find us.
Pay us a lot of money, and we'll teach you things.
A relatively decent amount of money.
A lot.
Or, you can check out our YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of free stuff we should charge you for.
Yeah. Download our app, Bells, Byron, Revival. All right. And anything else? Strong stay.